Last time on One Piece, calmness has finally come to Wano. Luffy and Zoro have awoken, and it's almost time for the traditional party. But thanks to Scratchman Apu, Kid has also become aware of new bounties and what's been going on in the outside world. Amongst all of these startling revelations, we also have the arrival of Admiral Ryukyugu. Why has he come to Wano? Join me as I find out, won't you? It's wild to see a 2D advertisement for One Piece Odyssey. Odyssey, you see. Odyssey, you see. And the one guy who kind of looks like a lighter-haired Toriko, I didn't expect him to be like dual-wielding guns. Is he gonna arrive in Wano and just take Izo's guns? And the girl character, interesting. Keep wondering about what's the deal with that jug she's carrying around constantly. I wonder if this is gonna be like a more intense version of the island where everyone encountered all those monsters that Shiki was getting ready to unleash on the East Blue in One Piece Strong World. Alright, let's get into the chapter proper. Alright, the sacred land of Marijoa. And one of the Gorosei shouting, "What is that picture doing there? We never had the opportunity to approve this, and I'm certain I told you to remove the D off the name." Oh my god. And the Marine says, I never heard that, sir. And the photographs came straight from Guernica of CP0. Guernica? Is that the last remaining guy? And the Gorosei says, "Reprint them now. Do not let these go out into the world." And the Marine responds, "But we can't get in touch with the printing factory." And the Gorosei says, "Stop the presses at once." And of course you got the Chad himself, Big News Morgan's just like sending out all the information. Or is the message being delivered to them of the wanted poster? I guess so. Morgan aboard his ship says, "Quahaha! Just look at that mystical form. Carry these far and wide, folks." Okay, so he's sending it out. Yeah, it looks like, mystical form. It has to be what Luffy looks like. And the way they say that, the picture. So it must be Luffy in Gear 5. And they didn't want to. But people already know, if you just put Monkey Luffy, people are going to be like, wait, wasn't his name Monkey D. Luffy? Like, what's the point of removing it now? Morgan says, the last message sent out by Cypher Pole after they vanished in Wano was its Big Mom ship. Oh, jeez. Was the last remaining Cypher Pole agent intercepted by the Big Mom pirates? Is that what happened? Morgan says, I won't let them manipulate this narrative. At moments like these, when the world is in flux, the straight facts are the most fascinating news there is. The big news! Oh shit. Oh god. Is this the announcement? Have they been declared the newest emperors? Morgan says, there's nothing like good old live entertainment. And then you have the narration as the wanted posters go out. The Emperors of the Sea, Kaido and Big Mom, defeated. The shocking news took no time at all to make its way around the world. Two of the emperors who had ruled over the sea for decades toppled in a single night. And upon three pirate captains, Monkey D. Luffy, Eustace Captain Kidd, and Trafalgar Law, the government placed a shocking bounty of 3 billion berries each. Each? Why 3 billion each? And exactly 3 billion each. It has to equal out to more than Kaido and Big Mom then. So they divvied it up because they weren't sure who took down who specifically, probably. Yeah, because Kaido and Big Mom had like 4 billion each, so that was like around 8 something. And then with them, it's like 9. So just peaking them a little bit over, and they just divvied it up evenly. And that places Luffy like above Blackbeard, but still below Shanks, which I was hoping would be the case. So many people were saying, oh, he's got to be like 5 something. Like Roger's bounty, like 5,600,000,000 something like that. And I kept thinking, no, because if he surpasses Shanks' bounty, then he surpassed Shanks. And doing that so early on, like, no. But Luffy's gotten close, like, because Shanks, Kaido, and Big Mom were all like around like 4 billion something. Because again, like Blackbeard, his was only like 2 billion something. And if taking out Whitebeard only nets you like 2 billion something, then there was no way that all of them would get more than, like, of course, 3 billion. At least logically thinking of it like that. Wild though. Right, back to Wano. Udon, Wano. You got, I guess, some of the Kid and Heart pirates saying, 3 billion berries? Boss! Wow, Captain! And Apu says, hey, where did Kid go? He was in some kind of state. And Killer says, the flower capital is my guess. Not surprised he'd have that reaction. And the rest of the Kid Pirates say, let's go there too. They're having a party today. Perfect, let's celebrate! Yar! It's interesting to see that the rest of the Kid Pirates are a little bit more mellow than their captain. Like, this is the first time we're really getting to experience the rest of the Kid Pirates outside of, like, Heat and Wire. And even Beppo has, like, shine in his eyes. And Law's just saying, this is gonna be trouble. Oh, you got a cook fixing up the feast, saying, a broth of wood ear, mushroom, and chrysanthemum for the first tray, tofu egg cake in the flat bowl, decorative lotus root, crisp pickles in the small dish, and for the soup cup, these are exalted guests. Everything must be perfect. It's all been mashed, firmed up in hot water, tasted for poison 3 times. And now, I am proud to serve our esteemed guests a traditional Honzan Ryori meal worthy of a shogun. Do enjoy. And nobody but Jinbei is there at the Royal Banquet Hall. It kind of makes me think of Strong World, like I was saying before. The little banquet to share like the sake and stuff. And Jinbei's just over there laughing. None of them could wait 2 hours. But it looks delicious. I can sense the care you put into it. Sounds lively outside though. Ah, Jinbei. Always the most, what's the word I'm looking for? Cordial, I guess? He just really knows how to just take his time and let things just kind of go with the flow. You know, it's all about the emotion of the ocean, baby. And I guess down in the flower capital, you got people running about shouting, everything's free today. Free! Shooting games, goldfish scoops, choco bananas. Oh, it's Luffy, Chopper, and Yamato running around with a whole bunch of little kids, or running around like little kids too. Yakisoba, takoyaki, grilled squid, candied apples, cotton candy. And Yamato shouts, it's my first festival, this is so much fun. Of course, Yamato's thrilled. Last time they got to be a kid was 20 years ago. And Luffy shouts up to the stand, Rocket, Brook! Oh, and Brook is playing with Hiyori. Brook says, yeah, listen up. For this next song, we'll play a favorite of my friend and yours, Brother Odin. And Hiyori says, it's Moon Princess. And the people shout, Princess Hiyori! Oh, beneath the castle. Okay, so is this... I know there was one poneglyph that Brook said he saw... Oh, what? You're kidding me. Okay, I just... got spoiled on that, but really? Shit, I was wrong. But then again, there was a lot of evidence. Well, let me just go over what I see. Beneath the castle, you have Robin just doing her usual thing, and Tengu Hitetsu comes down asking her, are you curious, Nico Robin? Robin is shocked and turns and says, Mr. Tengu, how did you know my name? Hitetsu says, that's my Kokeshi doll collection. Aren't they just the cutest? And Robin responds, not really. Hitetsu is like, oof. But why? Robin says, but why is your collection here? Hitetsu says, this is the room where I keep my hobby secret. I was imprisoned in here for several years, you see. Robin questions, in prison? Who are you? I thought you were a blacksmith. Hitetsu responds, I had some skill at forging katana, but it was only for fun. Ruling a kingdom can be so tiring. And then he takes off his mask and reveals, my name is Kozuki Sukiyaki, the father of Kozuki Odin. I mean, so many people predicted it, and the Vivry cards made it obvious, because Hitetsu And Sukiyaki had the hobby of collecting Kokeshi dolls. And even when they put down Hitetsu's age, they changed it to around the same age that Sukiyaki would be. But the thing that always got me about that was the fact that it just always weirded me out that apparently Sukiyaki had just been in Wano, just watching everything go down. I don't know. It just feels like he should have been more involved if this was the case. But then again, he also shares the same voice actor with Sukiyaki. Hitetsu and Sukiyaki have the same voice actor. Like, all these things just... It was so obvious. But it was always going to feel weird to me because it's just like, man, he really was just out there doing what? I mean, was he helping the rebellion, feeding anyone? Was this just penance? Robin asks, does Momo know? Sukiyaki responds, no, and I have no intention of telling him, although perhaps the vessels are aware. I am the very man who allowed Orochi to seize control over the land of Wano. How could I dare go public and declare my survival? It's weird because I was just under the assumption that Higurashi and Orochi poisoned him and just got rid of him. I mean, to find out they imprisoned him, I don't know. That's weird. I'd say, why leave evidence of your misdeed? I want to call him Hitetsu, but Sukiyaki says, by the time I finally escaped from this room with my life intact, Odin had died, and Wano was terribly changed. I thought of committing seppuku right on the spot. Robin says, wait, Mr. Tengu, I'm certain that somewhere in this country is the ancient weapon Pluton? Really? The poneglyph in Alabaster said it was here. And Sukiyaki says, it is. Where? Where would it possibly be? Hey, former excavation camp Udon. There's no forest around Udon. Oh, Ryukyugu. He had the flower growing out of his back. But Pluton, oh Jesus, what the fuck? In Udon you see, is that Babanuki? Multiple Beast Pirate members impaled on branches. This is some fucking Evil Dead shit. You see King impaled, Queen impaled, and shriveling up. Queen says, I'm supposed to be the guy who stays around. Oh jeez. And Ryukyugu comes up stomping on Queen saying, I warned you not to test me, didn't I? A guy in my position can't go around getting beat by pirate subordinates. The Navy doesn't have any spare manpower to send around performing cleanup. And you're just who I thought you were. Huh. Is it like sucking the moisture out of them? Because you see it from a barrel. He pierces a barrel and sucks the moisture out of it. Is that how he was able to not eat anything for 3 years? People said it was like photosynthesis or some shit. Weird. Did he kill them? I mean, the way they're impaled, I would think so, but it's hard to tell with One Piece sometimes. And then you have a Dendemushi going, better, gotcha. Oh, is that what he looks like? He kinda looks like Chad from Bleach. Navy HQ Admiral Ryukyugu. Real name, Aramaki. Tattoo, double suicide at Death River. What the fuck? And he has all these branch appendages just coming out of his fingers. That's kinda grisly. The booze tastes like crap. Needs more time to age. Oh, that what was in the barrel, booze? And someone picks up, so he was calling on the Dendemushi. Someone on the other line picks up and says, hello, this is... Ryukyugu says, yeah, it's me. I'm in Wano. Send me a battleship. Person says, huh? Oh, Ryukyugu. And then he says, and don't you dare squeal to Sakazuki, got it? Bye. And he hangs up. God, this guy's kind of a punk. Ryukyugu says to himself, I love that guy's no corners attitude. I want to hear him say, you did good when I bring him this kid's head. Oh yeah, he's come for Luffy. Really? God damn. Meanwhile, at the Flower Capital, while the party's still going, and Luffy's up on the scaffolding saying, okay, everybody listen up. Ninja, pirate, mink, samurai, royal servants, Yakuza, land of Wano. Who is that guy? Spit it, pal. You guys all fought hard. And the people say, lead a toast. You're the party leader. Okay. So you have, after the battle, Luffy being held by Yamato says to Momonosuke, don't tell Wano about me. Momo asks, but why not? And Luffy says, because then I'll be a hero. It's that classic thing of him not wanting to be a hero. That's why the people think that he already left. And in comes Kid yelling, Straw Hat! Luffy just looked down, And Kid goes, just flying at him. If I get rid of you right now. And Luffy just says, hey, Jaggy. And they set off the fireworks. And Luffy just coils his arm around Kid's neck and holds him in. And he says, okay, in celebration of tomorrow's meals, here goes. Kampai! A toast to this party. Let's drink the night away. So Luffy had to be named an emperor, because that's the only way Kid would be so mad. And you see Sanji, Nami, and Shinobu partying, Frankie, Zoro, Usopp, and Denjiro, Raizo, Otama, and Okiku, all of the Minks, including Carrot. So the Minks didn't go back to Zou, even though Zou left. They must have a way of getting back then. Hyogoro and all the Yakuza bosses. Hyogoro says, these pirates sure do love to carry on. In all my life, I've never heard of a party this big and raucous. You have Kinemon and Osuru. So Osuru didn't die. They made it sound like something happened to her. Then you have Tama, Komochio, Speed, Hamlet, and the dude with the gorilla on his hand. I can't remember what his name was. Wait, the memes were right. Oh my god, the memes were right. The memes were right. The theory was right. Okay. That's hilarious. Okay, I'll talk about it after I finish. You have all of the Heart Pirates partying it up. Glad they're having fun. You have all of the Kid Pirates partying it up. Even Heat and Wire are partying, so good on them. And Kid slaps away Luffy's hand, saying, why are you wrapping your arm around me? Just look at this. I came here to eliminate you. I've got no idea what happened in the outside world, but... And he shows off the newspaper and Luffy's eyes bulge out. And Kid says, this is who they're calling the Four Emperors now. And Luffy says, what? So you have red-haired Shanks, Straw Hat Luffy, Blackbeard Teach, and Buggy the Genius Jester. He went from Buggy the Clown to Buggy the Clown Star, or Star Clown, to Buggy the Genius Jester. And all I have to say is, it's beautiful. It's hilarious, cause think of everything that had to happen for Buggy to become a warlord. You know, he was seen as one of the people who instigated the whole situation in Impel Down, because he was the first ally Luffy got, as far as anyone's aware of, when it came to Luffy's infiltration of Impel Down, helped escape, had hundreds of prisoners at his beck and call. It was outed as a former member of Roger's crew and a former ally of Shanks. And then the war came. You see him apparently going up against Mihawk, as far as the people know. He's talking to Whitebeard. Whitebeard is respecting him because of all the forces Buggy had amassed. And even just going at it with Shanks, and he even helps Luffy escape. Like, of course he became a Shichibukai. And I want to know, what was it that caused him to become a Yonko? Because, dude, like, we don't know what Shanks did, but Blackbeard had to take out Whitebeard. Luffy had to have a hand in taking out Big Mom and Kaido. What did Buggy do? Like, no, seriously, what kind of outrageous story did Buggy have to do? Like, I really want to know. What was it that Buggy did? Holy shit. That is so hilarious, though. Buggy actually failed upward, all the way to the top. And the even better part is, there was the whole thing of Haruden leaving his employ. So you think Buggy would have crashed and burned after a certain point. What did Buggy have to do to lose a good chunk of his fighting force and still come out not just on top, but almost at the peak? If we end this series with Buggy being Pirate King, I'll laugh my ass off. And you have Ryukugu approaching the flower capital. Yep, flowers coming out in his wake, so he's reviving the land of Wano, essentially. As he says, sounds like they're having a grand old time up there. Well, the Navy ain't in any mood to celebrate, you brats. The world outside is one unholy mess right now. Okay, so we're definitely not leaving Wano anytime soon, like I thought. Those declarations that, oh, the Wano arc is over, it's just like, yeah, but now we're in post-Wano, essentially. So, Luffy being declared one of the emperors, it's so obvious because of his mythical fruit. But I really want to know Buggy's story, and how tough is Ryukyu, because I doubt King and Queen were fully up to snuff when they took on Ryukyu. But once he comes in, are we gonna have Luffy, Law, and Kid go at him all at the same time? I mean, I can't imagine, these might be tough, but I can't imagine him being able to challenge everyone with no backup. I mean, it's been days. Everyone's at least a decent amount healed. I can't imagine Ryukyu really managing to get one over on a lot of them. Of course, Luffy not wanting to be a hero makes a lot of sense. So is this going to cause them to run for it? I can't imagine that. Not to mention the reveal that Pluton is here in Wano. And God, anybody who's mad that Buggy is a Yonko is just like, I'm sorry, you haven't been reading One Piece. Or you've been reading it for all the wrong reasons. But man, finally getting the payoff to Alabasta. And what is it with Wano? Big Mom said the secret to One Piece was here in Wano. Yamato has a mythical zone that's the protector of Wano. This is where Sea Prism Stone comes from. Pluton is here. Like, no wonder Wano needs to be sealed off. There's too much important crap here for anyone to gain easy entrance to this place. I still feel weird about Tengoyama being Sukiyaki. I don't know. Still weird to me. Still no confirmation that Yamato has been made a full-on member of the Straw Hat. And I'm wondering, because we haven't really even gotten everybody else's bounties at this point. I can't imagine it was just Luffy, Law, and Kid who gained new bounties. So who knows how much wildness has happened in the outside world. Now I have to wait a whole month. Maybe it's time to rewatch One Piece for the umpteenth time. Well, tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. What was the most shocking thing for you? How do you feel about Luffy, Law, and Kid having all the same bounties? Where do you think Pluton is? Is it in one of the caverns that's under Wano or something? And how did nobody else come upon it? Is it potentially Onigashima? Is that it? And will Ryukyu actually be a threat to Luffy and the others? All by himself? That's wild. Let me know your thoughts and theories in the comment section below. Subscribe. That way when One Piece comes back from its break, we can check out the next chapter. Or don't. Ain't your daddy, but I still love you like one. And until next time, I've been Din, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.